rest when I was down on my knees. The pain is getting heavy, see me up, you wanna put it on me. I thought I had a baddie, we were just kicking back, smoking trees, as she stole from her daddy. We promised one another we'd be married by 30s, come to find out our foundation wasn't sturdy. Maybe I was too nerdy, maybe you were too flirty. Yeah, I knew you was a snack, I never thought you would deserve me, but I get it, yeah, I'm learning good enough for the back burning. Now I'm erasing our memories and crashing out of service. Bitch, I know it's selfish, but I cannot well wish, cause you made me sick, girl, you're my soul selfish. To take my joy from me, girl, you seem hell-bent. That's why every plan B, that was money well spent. I digress, needless to say, I'm a mess, and the shit is getting heavy, girl, I need my biometrics. When you in the presence of a Leo, never test it, cause I'll take every millisecond you've invested in what, and put it in the fucking on your best friend, and put it in the fucking up your reference, and put it in the fucking up your nest, nigga. Heartbreak don't break even, so I act out as expected. Order of restraint, what you trying to get me arrested? This shit is getting septic, it's like you to neglect me. I'm on to the next, bitch, I hope you get the message. Got me flying the titty, but talking about you wreck me. Right there, we could've had it all, you told your friend I'm just a homie when you know that I got just what you need. The pain is getting heavy, see me up, you wanna put it on me. And love don't never fight fair, broken hearts ain't gon' break even, you took pieces and you left me with the rest when I was down on my knees. The pain is getting heavy, see me up, you wanna put it on me. Put your right hand up and tell me
What the fuck is Maz asking what Muy Chingón means, bro? I feel like I don't know. I really can't explain it either. Like, but,
Fading the song out. Oh, let's talk about that. I want to talk about that too. I'm like, how did Moss not know that? I remember I thought he was gonna learn Spanish for a second, cause I always tell Fanny, and I mean it, that when we have kids, when she gets pregnant, I'm gonna learn how to speak Spanish so that way we can talk Spanish to our kids, and that way they can talk to their grandparents, and like I don't think that they should just like lose Spanish because I don't know it. You know what I mean? Like a whole, it's so useful to have. You know what I mean? Like you can get a job just straight up off that shit, and then it like I also feel like I don't know, they should have that like connection with like they have access to family from like another country like right there. You know what I mean? Like a whole different like way of thinking and stuff like that. I think there's a lot of value in that. So I don't know. I want to do that. Moss said he was gonna do that, and then I was like, damn it, because Moss is like a really motivated guy. I thought he was gonna, but he was learning it for a second, but he put that shit off. He had to put out these hits. So
okay. All right, but they can hear our voices on stream right now, right?
Yes, we're streaming.
Okay, all right. So let me explain, I guess, in the best way I can. So muy means a lot, you know, like it means like really or a lot in Spanish. Chingon, like, so it's kind of like a slang term because chingon, like it kind of means like fuck or fucking. But like the term muy chingon means like really like badass almost, you know, because like I remember like every day at like work, when I was a busser, like there'd be a bunch of Mexicans with me, and they'd be like, "Ponte chingón, cabrón," and that means like, "Yo, like get your strap on, like, you know, time to go kick ass." That's what it meant to. That's what I got from it. That's what chingón, like ponte chingón, you know, like ponte chingón way. Yeah, like every day, like, you know, they'd be like,
like if you're not going hard, someone might say that to you, and then you're like, "Shit, I need to go harder." Yeah. Okay, I get it.
That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much what like chingón means, like go hard or something, like, or you're like, you know, be a badass, like that fool's muy chingón, you know, like, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
no, I remember. As soon as you said it, that's when and I was like, what does that mean? And then you were like, that's it. And you were unsure. And I was like, no, that's the name of it. That's tight. Because I didn't know what that meant, but I thought it sounded cool. Like the way you said it, I was like, oh, I like that.
Yeah, muy chingón. So there we go. Did you hear that, Mas? I'm going to clip that out too, just so people can know what that means.
Yeah,
too.
We can clip that.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so we're here with EK, and the reason we got EK on the stream is because, and the podcast, it's a stream too, though. Shout out to the chat. I need to start. I'm going to probably set it up. I don't know. We'll look into maybe putting the chat somewhere on the screen because I think there's space for it to put it cleanly. So that way it can be there when people watch it later. But we got EK on here because we're going to talk about, so weed's legal out here, and it's like, it's been legal, like it got elected, but it's like they just started selling the other day. Like right that day, I had I won't just incriminate him on a fucking live stream, but I had someone just pick me up something from the dispensary like the day that happened. And it was like, I just felt like, well, I couldn't have gone anyways because I have COVID, but it was like, oh, I could have just gone and went and did that because I was like waiting for them to do it too because I was like dry. And so that happened like right on that fucking day. But I haven't fucking been yet. Oh, go ahead.
I heard fucking backbreaking.
It's bad?
It's like 24%. Stupid shit like that.
24% tax?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, how much? I want to know how much the shit that I just got them for me to buy would be. And I'm like, if it's close to 40, I mean, you know what? I might still not get a card because the only thing for me, because I know for you it's different. Only one person is smoking my weed, right? Like the weed that I get, only I smoke it, and I kind of smoke it in a specific way. Like I'm just like I like being a little high all the time. You know what I mean? So I just smoke like very small amounts for a lot. So I would have to count out how much I'm buying. I don't really count it. I think it's less than monthly though. I need to get weed.
You don't buy that much, dog.
Yeah,
and then you get the concentrate and you piece it. So like a gram of concentrate is the same thing as getting a gram of flour. It's not like they siphon it differently. So you have that gram that you smoke. It's gonna last you a lot longer than my flour gram will last me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and plus
so
like
you like probably like an eighth worth, or maybe like an eighth worth of wax a month.
I feel like it's hard to waste wax. Like I feel like with weed, like when you're smoking a blunt, like it's like burning while you're holding it. Like anything that burns, like a lot of it, like I don't know. I feel like you go through it faster the way you smoke it. Whereas like it's like you like heat this thing and it's like, and then you just drop it on there and it goes like that. But
by trying to siphon it off with that stupid thing, and then you chip it and a piece flies the fuck away.
That's why I hate getting the shatter. I hate shatter. I fucking ask for not shatter if it's possible. And that's the one that everybody likes for some reason. I think they just like saying shatter because it sounds cool. Like, because it's fucking dumb. The butter or whatever, the other shit is so much better and easier to work with. But so EK, as he tells, knowledgeable on the subject, reviews weed now on his channel. And the weed reviews are actually dope. He just did like the first one the other day, and I was like so informed on the fucking weed. I like knew how it tasted, all this shit, how it made him feel.
I need to watch that shit then too, because like you guys are gonna start naming out shit. I'm probably gonna be silent for the most of this conversation, but like I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like I don't know what the fuck the butter was. I don't know what the fuck the shatter was. So I'm gonna like look this shit up later or something.
we can do that.
Those are just concentrates, but the concentrates come in different forms. Like you can get it like butter, which is just like it sounds like it's like concentrate, but it's butter material.
Tell him what so we're talking about dabs. Tell him what a dab is.
So yeah, dab is like a super hyper concentrate of weed. So like if I smoked a blunt, it would pale in comparison. Even if I broke down the weed and smoked the whole blunt by myself, it would pale in comparison just to me dropping a dab, doing one dab. That shit is like because the weed and the THC in a weed is like 20%, 25%. The THC in a dab is like 99, 98, 91 and shit.
Jesus. All right. Fuck. All right.
Yeah, no, it's really like you can go overboard with it really easily. If you just get like kind of a sizable piece, you can get like retarded high, which some people do. Like, I got a friend that does that. Like, he just gets so high, he sees the devil every day. You know what I mean? Like, he just gets freaked out. Like every day, it's like like all his life is like a quest to get higher. You know what I mean? Like, it's like so it like I think it kind of like I don't know, it'll attract people, but I like it. Like I feel like every time I switch to not smoking, like I can smoke like a little bit of weed, like you know I go see someone smoke out of a bong or blunts or just smoking it like pretty much any other way.
Yeah,
and I don't know, you feel it. Like I feel like when you do like other shit, like you get like the tobacco in it, for instance, with a lot of things. Like if you're smoking like out of like a leaf wrap or a blunt or some shit like that, and I don't know, it like colors it. It like changes it. Sometimes it's good because I like that shit actually, because that's why I hit a vape pen. But
I'm gonna wait 1 second.
Okay, but yeah. So basically, so let me break it down. So weed, because you were saying you don't smoke. So there's flower, bud, you know, whatever you call it. That's like the plant. They cure it and then and then you can smoke it like that. It's like just a way of administering it. You know, if you think about it. So you can also like eat it. Can't you do something else besides smoking it, eating it, and dabbing? I feel like I'm missing something here. But I feel like there's something. Oh yeah, vape pens.
Or even like
I feel like everybody smokes wax pens now.
Wax pens. I was gonna mention that too.
So what I smoke is basically like the manual version of a wax pen. Like I get they distill it to a concentrate. Like they use like something and they get rid of it, so you're no longer burning a flower. You get something really hot and you drop it on it and it like turns into steam and you inhale that. And So you've seen me hit it at my house.
Yeah.
So I like this. It's almost like, this is gonna sound corny or something, but I think it's true. It's like pure, and I've noticed like over time, like I'm not inhaling smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, which I feel like that's the only part of weed that could really be bad for you is inhaling smoke, and then you don't have to do that. So I like doing that, but you don't have to do that. If you're just getting started, I would say just smoke butt at first and see if you like that. Smoke a couple different types of weed.
Yeah. I mean, I've had wax before too as well. Like I smoked blunts. Actually, the only time I feel like I greened out is when I do bong hits. That's like the only time when I actually green out. Like I can handle a joint, I can handle a blunt, and some wax pens, but like full on bong hits, and especially like at that time when it was at parties. Like the most of the time I hit the bong hits were at parties, where like everyone was doing a bong, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I'll take a hit, bro, and then like I'll do one after then I'm drinking. So it's like I'm fucking myself anyways. But either way, I never seem to like come to good terms with bongs. But even then, I've had like my paranoid highs, even just like a little bit off of a blunt.
I think there's cool things off of everything. I think it's mostly some weed. So first off, there is such thing as scary weed.
Yeah,
I think so. Like a lot of like the hybrids, I feel like they are just like scary weed. Like they get you like so like how you get kind of freaked out. You start thinking about shit too much or whatever it is. Some weed I would call it gives you like couch lock, like makes you like, you just want to chill, like not do much. I feel like so I like EK likes indicas. I like sativas.
What's the difference between the two?
So like sativas, like I don't know. I mean, easy is like sativas like turn you up more, kind of. They're like more like thinking of like mental weed, but I think sativas can be like more difficult or scarier, kind of like you were talking about, like getting freaked out. Like sativa, you probably should rather try indica and chill out.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know what you think about indica.
Yeah, no, I fuck with indica just because I've been a smoker since forever, and I'm a second generation smoker. Like my mom and dad smoked a lot, so
nice.
Like me getting high is like I want to get all the way high, and like smoking a sativa, they say that like it's just like a mind high, so like you can still go to like the gym or still go to school or still go do functional shit, but I'm not trying to do that kind of shit. I'm trying to get high. So when I smoke, even if I'm at work, like I'm just trying to get stoned, and I still can operate and shit like that. But I just rather be like stoned all the way, like body and mind, than just mind,
Yeah. And I could never understand people who do that, like get high, like and go to work, like bro.
Oh,
like,
bro, no, I live to get high for work. Because I can do my job in my fucking sleep. Like again, it's the same thing. Because I usually wake up like 5 minutes before work since I work from home. So wake up like 5 minutes before work, and I just get on there. And then it's just like the first like time to my first break of the day is the toughest part of the day. After that, everything flies by because then I just get faded. Okay. Like
me and duck off and smoke all the time at work.
Yeah, just like every break, like especially because when I used to do it at work, I would only like to do it before the last shift. I usually wouldn't do it that much in the morning unless I don't know. Depending on the day, I probably did do it sometimes in the morning. But now I'll do it in the morning too. Just like once my first break comes. And that just makes the shit go by, and then I can, do that and get on my iPad.
Sure. Yeah, because like I've only gotten high once, like on the job once, and like it went good. Like I actually like didn't have no issues. But
when
like,
you're new at your
really
job,
like,
or sometimes some shit will happen. I'll fucked up shit a little bit up, and I'm like, oh shit, I should have got high. This just got hard. You know what I mean? But like, it always works out. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay. For sure. Yeah, because I mean that's the issue too. Like when I'm like, because I never, like I'm not used to being high, so I don't know how I really act. But I remember that time, like I was like, yeah, like this is really fucking good, because I know how to like, if I'll do my job drunk, I'd be able to do it, But being high, I don't trust myself being high at the job. But that one day I did it, it was really fun.
That's how I got into smoking at work, because I started drinking at work first. One of my homegirls was like, "Oh, let's go over here and drink. Let's take shots at this bar." And I'm like, "Bro, what? We're going to a bar?" And she's like, "Yeah, let's just go over here." I'm like, "All right." So we went over there. I started drinking, and like I came back, and my job was still easy. It wasn't like anything difficult. And so then from that point on, I would always drink at work. But then I was like, well, shit, if I got time to drink, I got time to smoke. And I'd rather smoke than be smelling like alcohol when I come back, like shit.
Yeah.
So blow or whatever, and then come back all cheap. It just makes the job more fun. Like you be there all bored and shit.
Bro, when I came in that time when we were training, I came back and I was pretty fucked up actually. Like I wasn't fucked up, but like I was like. I had a good buzz going. Like I
Yeah.
had a really good buzz going. And it's fucking but we had to do like fake phone calls to his class. So I was just doing those. But I don't know. It was funny. Everybody thought it was cool. And then I realized afterwards, I'm like, yo, I better chill out though, because in case they notice that I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just
say, you had like margaritas and smoked on the way back and shit.
there was a fucking have you ever seen they showed a video to us once in class in high school to like teach you like about drunk driving, and there's a part in it where they show this like race car driver, and he like every time he goes around the like lap he takes a shot to show you how it impairs your driving, and for like the first 2 or 3 shots he gets better. But they show kind of like how it affects you over time because it catches up to him real quick. But like a little bit of it can like, I don't know, I guess like sharpen you in some way or some shit. I think because it makes you more like willing to take risk-taking behavior, which is like the bad part about it. So you'll like lean harder into shit and you'll probably be more successful at it until you start losing coordination. Like
it's like the drunk monk, you know what I'm saying? You're only supposed to drink a little bit to perfect that kung fu style, but you can't be out there super faded or you just get beat the fuck up.
Right. Like, you know, that's why they call it liquid courage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's called liquid courage. Because, like, bro, yeah, like, when I'm drunk, bro, like, I have the audacity to go dance with a chick or fucking, like, hit up a girl. Me, I can't do that when I'm sober, bro. I'm too shy.
I don't like getting high and doing that shit. I'll tell you that right now. Weed is different. I mean, and some people do. I feel like he probably has no problem with it. But me, if I'm, like, actually, like, if I'm like the mindset where you're talking about it right now, where you're like, all right, I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna try to meet like you're trying to overcome something.
Yeah.
I can't do anything like that and smoke weed. So like I can't like work. That's why you were saying like, how could you get high and go to work? I'm like, bro, because I could do this shit in my fucking sleep. Like these people are fucking doofuses. I manipulate it to my bidding the way I have like understand it. So like that's the only respite I have is I manipulate it to like never get in trouble but do the minimal amount of work possible and just fuck off and try and look good to like their performance ratings. You know what I mean? Like so like yeah, so that's why I get high for that shit. That makes it so much easier, so much better. That's what weed is more for me. I wouldn't like. I like smoking weed and going doing shit sometimes, but I just wouldn't do anything where like I'm gonna be like on guard or some shit like that. I don't like to be high for that because, like you said, paranoia. Like it would just amplify, and I don't think it makes me like better. You know, if I feel I'm gonna be dealing with something tough like that, you know, I don't think weed's for that. But I think weed, like, when weed is making you like paranoid, like you're just nothing's happening to you, like you're just at your house thinking about shit and you get all nervous and shit. Usually, I don't know, bro. I think weed helps me realize a lot of shit. Like I was I might be questioning myself and tell myself a bunch of qualifiers. Like, but deep down I know like maybe like the verse I just wrote and recorded. Like I'm like, nah, I've been working too long on it. It's done. And then I'm later like thinking like, oh, maybe I should. Is this part? Should I show somebody? And then like I'll get high and I'll be in the shower. I'm like, it's not good enough because I'm asking myself shit like that. You know what I mean? And I'm just like telling myself lies because I'm being lazy. You know what I mean? Like weed will help you like realize shit. You know what I mean? So I think it's more of like, it's your mental frame of mind. You know what I mean? Like some you know, different strains have like different effects and shit like that. Like I said, like there's good weed. You know what I mean? And part of good weed is that it has a good high. You know what I mean? Like it's a big part of it. So yeah, some are different, but I don't know. You should try smoking like some like good dispensary shit and get like you know an indica, a sativa, and a hybrid. You know what I mean? Okay. If you could, they get 3 of those, and you know, get maybe something to smoke it with, and then maybe also get like something to wrap it in, and try both those different things, because the way you do it is different too. You get like it's different hitting like a bong than like passing a blunt around, like a completely different one.
Because of the tobacco. So you smoke a blunt, you're getting a weed high and a tobacco high simultaneously. If you smoke a pipe or a bong, you get more of the flower directly. It's a more cleaner way to smoke it. It gets higher, but it's nothing. It compares to like the dab. But I like on my channel, I kind of go over that too. Like I smoke it in a blunt.
I mean, you can take a big ass bowl. You can take a huge bong hit.
Yeah, I need to get a bong. I was like, I smoke it in a blunt, like an unsweetened, plain tasting blunt, and then I smoke it just a bowl of it out of my pipe. So because it's a different thing, so I like it. It tastes different. Like some shit doesn't pair well with the tobacco. Some shit does. Some shit just tastes better by itself.
Have you thought about maybe trying shit with different fucking like blunts?
Well, I might do like blunt reviews itself. Like once I find a good weed, and I'll like go through and do blunt reviews. But that's like last. So I want to do like the weeds, and I want to do like edibles. I want to do like dabs.
Well, as you start doing a bunch
shit.
of them too, you could start getting an idea. Maybe you like try some weed, and you're like, you know what, it would go good with this blunt wrap, and then you could recommend which one to smoke it with.
The cocktail mix-ups and shit.
Yeah,
Hey, bro. If you ever want help, like you want to make an edible, like just make a like YouTube tutorial, like how to make like weed brownie or some shit. I will help you with that.
You should do a
bro.
story time on that time you made that butter you told us about.
You said make a story about what?
A story time video about the time you made that weed butter that you almost died.
Bro, I've been trying to tell Adrian to come back so we can make some more of that shit. That shit had me fucked up. That shit been higher than like doing edibles. And then I had a whole bunch of it, and I wouldn't know. I would just like take spoonfuls of it, like and put it in like regular food, and then eat that shit and be fucking high. And like you just get higher and higher as the day goes on. Like it never goes away.
It's crazy how like if you take too much edibles, how high you can get.
What was Scrap saying about a tutorial?
Oh, like like some kind of tutorial, like cooking video on your channel. If you want to do it, I'm down to help you out with that shit, bro.
Hell yeah, man! I wanna make some butter because I do the cooking shit on my channel too. So I want to do something where I'm just like doing.
Can you do that? Can you like show like how to make weed butter? But and then just start the video being like, I hope those of you that do this medicinally find like all the satisfaction you need, and those who it's recreational legal in your state. You gotta like say some shit like that, or can you just do it and they can't take you down?
Bro, I appealed that fucking decision that my shit was the age thing, and they fucking stuck to their guns. They're like, nah, nigga.
I didn't want to tell you that they were gonna tell you that. You know what I mean? Because I appreciated the sentiment. You gotta, I don't know, just like I guess look at, because there's lots of people looking up weed videos, bro. That's not gonna go anywhere. It's fucking legal. You know what I mean?
Right. I was like, bro, it's legal. Hey, you guys are fucking clowning, and they're like, we don't care.
We don't care.
Well, YouTube's under heavy scrutiny for what they allow kids to see. You know what I mean? Just you know what I mean? Not too recently, everybody was on them like, you let my kid see Momo, now he killed himself. Like, you know what I mean? Shit like that. And like, you know, just all sorts of crazy shit there. And then and it's, I don't have kids, and I think there is got to be something out there to protect kids. But I do think the other part of it is also like, I don't know, bro. You got to know how to use a phone too if your kid has one. Like, you know what I mean? You got to at least know the basics. Like, kids are gonna do shit like you did, but I don't know. At least know how to like get in his phone and look at it if you really need to, or at least what shit on the phone is if he says it.
Don't watch any of these things, or if I catch you watch them, you're in trouble. You know, like some of my parents did. Like, yo, if I catch you watching like fucking, you know, late at night, whatever, you know, you're supposed to be sleeping. So something like that, you know.
That's how we be doing tonight. Like she has a phone and shit, but she keeps it in her room with her little alarm. But Shiloh just busts in at like 2:00 in the morning or 12:00, just randomly busts in on her like, hey. Make sure she's not on her phone. Sometimes she gets caught, and then she gets in trouble. She gets her phone taken. Sometimes she sleeps.
That's real shit. I don't. You just gotta be on them. I mean, I don't know. I think you can't like turn off everything for other people. I've always thought that too. Like I remember when UFC came out, they were trying to say that I think John McCain was against the UFC. They were trying to say like that shouldn't be on TV. It's not a sport. They're just hitting each other. It's disgusting. Like people were like so horrified because they never seen people just get their asses beat like that. Because it was revolutionary for that. I always give the UFC respect. They really beat each other's asses like never before on TV. Like there was other like you could have watched Pride and shit like that, but it wasn't on this scale. Bro, I've seen UFC fights that are on UFC is better. Remember you used to watch those videos, what were they called?
World Star?
Not before World Star. There was this thing. It's called something Felony Fights. Yeah, Felony Fights. There was like you would buy videos and shit like that, and it was just like guys they found that were like. What were you saying about Felony Fights?
I said I had a Felony Fights DVD. That shit went up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I remember I had downloaded like this compilation that I always had on like anything that I had that, because it was before like we had phones and shit like that, but you still had ways you could watch videos and shit. And it was this one I downloaded on like Morpheus or LimeWire or some shit, and it was like a felony fights compilation, the best ones. And there was one of them, man, with these. You'll see shit on there like they were like fucking like smashing people's heads into concrete and shit like that. But they're like, they wouldn't be like, randomly you'll get like this one dude that's like jacked as fuck, but it was usually just like some like drunk bum or fucking like random ass fucking people, you know what I mean, that are like, yeah, I'm down to fight for whatever. That would be the most you could watch of that shit, and it felt illegal when you watched it.
It did, bro. Get the ass whooped. Like somebody would get knocked out. Like I saw one where this nigga got knocked out. He was already on the floor, knocked out, and they let this nigga flying knee drop him in the head like 3 times before they stopped it.
They'll let him do like some crazy.
Jumped up with a. Wow,
these guys were fighting on like a construction site of like a house, and they were like setting out. They had like tile set out, like that clay tile, and he smashed his head into it like once, and it kind of cracked, and then another time, and it went fucking through. and it was like over. Then they were like, "Oh, try to like all this shit." They fucked each other up.
Bro, you got me.
I'm gonna look this shit up then. Fuck.
I mean, you can just go to World Star and get the same thing out of it. You know what I mean? The same. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro, those fights were different, bro. And then it was professionally set up. Like it would like show the people's names and like where they would have like an intro and shit.
Yeah,
and
they
like,
would.
Yeah, I'll stab this nigga in the neck with a pin.
Yeah, they really would. They would like talk to him on the side, like on Survivor and shit, or like where they have their name under him, like, yeah, I'm from San Francisco, and like whatever. That shit was fucking funny. That shit was dope. Yeah, Felony Fights was cool.
Yeah, that shit was lit. I wish I still had that DVD.
So wait, Scrap, you're not gonna try it till you move out, huh?
What do you mean?
Weed?
Oh no, yeah, I'm not gonna try to. Maybe like if there's like an opportunity to like even just try to take a hit or some shit, I guess
Oh, there's gonna be plenty of opportunities. We can put on Felony Fights, and you just chill there, watch that smoke.
Yeah,
it'll be an experience. It'll be dope. Fucking I don't know, bro. World Star's pretty fucking dope though. When I need like the same thing, World Star, because it's like fresh new shit constantly, and there's so much shit on there.
Hey, there used to be bum fights too. Did you ever see any bum fights?
I've seen bum fights. Bum fights were good too.
Those would be fucked up.
Those
have you guys checked out the whole Street Beefs thing?
Yeah, I've seen Street Beefs. It's like I don't know. It's like Disney Felony Fights.
Yeah, yeah. Because like I was checking some hard shit too. There's this one fight I saw, like this guy named like Mini Hulk, I think.
The thing is that the UFC got so popular that everybody in that shit now is doing that basically. So you still see the same thing. Like Felony Fights, no one like UFC wasn't out yet. People didn't know like, oh, everybody should know jiu-jitsu and like, you know what I mean? Because if you watch like old UFC fights, there'll be like there used to be a guy that came out like in like UFC 2 and 3 that came out with like a boxing glove on one hand and then like his hand did nothing in the other hand, and that was like what he would do to you. Like he would grab you and punch you with the box. That was his strategy, and that was like allowed. Like they're like, yeah, just do whatever. It was mixed martial arts. They had fucking like a sumo wrestler guy that came in. He's like, I'm just gonna do sumo shit. Fucking like X-Men and shit. Fucking yeah, man, they did crazy shit.
For sure. But, I mean, shit, dude. I mean, low-key, though, like, I kind of want to get in that whole Street Beef shit just because I'm like, oh, like, I've always wanted to do boxing, like, for sure, like, actually, like, get involved in boxing. Because I saw some boxing fights. I'm like, yo, like, if anyone can hop on there, fuck it. I'll get on there, but let me get in shape first. All that shit.
Say, I'm trying to look up the Arizona's tax rate. Yes.
For weed? Oh, yeah, we need to get back on top of the weed because we just got distracted.
No.
Yeah, we did get distracted.
Wait, so Arizona.
We talked about felony.
It just says medical. It only gives me the medical on here. You said it's like
Ask Siri, say, hey.
Let me just hit up Angel because I know he knows about weed, or I don't know if he's.
Bro, it's something crazy because medicinally the tax is only like 8%.
Yeah, that's what this is just saying. Medical is only 8%. So what the fuck is the tax rate? How is that not like on Google? Weed tax.
What is the tax on recreational weed in Arizona?
Hey Siri. What is the tax on recreational weed in Arizona? She ignored me. Hey Siri,
This is
what is the tax
classified.
on recreational weed in Arizona?
Okay, I found this on the web.
It's got me
What
the
is
same
tax
shit.
on recreational
I
weed
found
in
you some
Arizona?
fucking Google
Check it out.
hits. So it says it adds 16%, I think. So if you said it's
The original tax,
yeah,
that's 24.
24%. That's fucking huge. So something
That's
that
Damn.
ridiculous.
24.
That means if I pay $100, I'm paying $124. That's bullshit.
yeah, that's really fucking high. I mean, if you buy enough weed, it makes sense to how much the cards are 150 for 2 years. That's actually not
For
a
two-
bad deal at all. If you buy $100 of weed a month, for sure, you need to get the card.
Right, I definitely do that. That's why it makes sense. And then if you buy $100 of weed a month, and I mean, that's not even a lot, really. That's only like a half an ounce, which I'd buy like probably an ounce a week. Like between me and Shy.
That tax
But right
rate
now,
is fucking insane.
since Shy hasn't been smoking and I have to smoke outside when I smoke, I've been smoking weed a lot slower. I've had a little bit. I bought a little bit over a half ounce, like around the first, and I've had it all month, but it's coming to an end now.
Do you guys ever think you'll stop smoking weed? Like, I'm not saying like as like you think like there'll come a point in your life where you're like, oh, like I'm not about weed anymore. You know?
I go through periods where I stop for a while.
Uh-huh.
So like I don't know if I'll ever just completely stop. When
It just depends.
when I go through a
Life
period
and
where I just stop smoking it, like I just for some reason stop wanting it, and I can feel at the beginning, it's like I could never do it again at this moment. You know what I mean? But then eventually, like I want to get high.
Right. I don't know. I just be ready to smoke. Like certain things that I want to do high. Like when I play video games, I'll be playing, but I really want to just smoke and play. Certain shows that I want to do, but like certain shows I want to watch, but they're just better when I'm high. Like last night, I was watching and we were watching that movie Cutthroat City, and that whole movie they were smoking mad blunts to that whole city, and that made me want to smoke. Hold on.
Funny, bro. One time, like I feel like I started smoking way heavier just because I was watching this interview with Mike Dean, and they were asking him like, and he was just so like chill about everything, like he didn't even give a fuck, like in like the cool like the chillest way, and he was like they're like I don't remember what they asked him, but like how do you like find creativity? He's like I just get high all the time. He's like I just like he was just like I just smoke like we smoke and drink all the time. It's part of the creativity and shit. Like he was just and he was talking about how he didn't get like he was when EK and or not EK fucking Kanye and Jay-Z fucking made that record. He was saying that he fucking like one of his ears he lost hearing in it like temporary for a while, and it was when he was mixing that, and he still mixed it. He's like, I just did as good as I could with one ear. You know what I mean? It was like a huge fucking hit. Like, and I don't know. After that, I was like, oh man, that's pretty badass. I'm gonna smoke more. And I don't feel like it was anything negative. Eventually, I ran out and then kind of just stopped for a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have to remind myself and kind of toe the line because I always want to smoke, especially when I get to G. So I like to smoke and chill with G and chop it up and shit. But like being high makes me be creative, like and write and stuff like that. But it affects my like singing. Like I can't sing as good as I can. Like if I just smoke right now and then start trying to sing, like
see, but you can drink and do that shit.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Drinking, like that. I'll try usually not to smoke if I'm gonna be like recording seriously and shit like that, because I just won't put myself into it as hard. You know, I'll be too cerebral.
Right. And then like I said, was saying we was watching the show last night, so everybody was smoking, so I wanted to smoke, but I didn't smoke the whole movie. Then the movie went off, and we started a stand-up comedy, and I was like, well, I watched like the first 20 minutes, and it was funny, but I was like, man, I want to smoke, so I went downstairs and smoked real quick. So it just be different times, but it just really depends on what I want to pull myself away to do to smoke, because usually if I'm like chilling with the kids or something, if I hadn't smoked already, I'm not gonna stop chilling with them to go smoke, because then that's like fucking up the time. But I'd be trying to like it just makes me want to watch TV more. Like when I'm not watching TV, if I'm watching TV and I don't smoke, then I don't really care about what's happening on the TV. And It's just whatever. I play video games, but like, it's just more entertaining, I guess.
So you know what smoking will fuck me up? Like it depends on the weed and like how I'm feeling at the moment because like sometimes I'll smoke and stream and then I won't even talk because I'll just be too focused on the game. But sometimes I'll smoke and get like turned up on it, so it'll be cool and I'll like be trying extra shit or noticing shit. So I don't know. It's a mixed bag.
Like, but when you smoke your own weed, you know to get yourself sativas, so then you don't be on that bullshit.
Right.
Like that one time when we were coming back from California with Fahad and we stopped at the dispensary, I just got straight kill ass weed and we smoked that shit. Remember that pre-roll? We smoked that in like 3 different. That shit was kill.
Yeah, I was done. I remember I was high as fuck the whole way home.
We kept on trying to explain like the format of how we were gonna set up the show to him. He was just like,
I was like, "Do we start?" I remember that. I was like, "So do we do it or not?" I don't know.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, I remember that shit. That was funny as fuck.
I think one more thing I'm curious about is that, like, for me, I think the reason why I don't smoke pot either is because I feel like I don't have the time for it. You know, like because I feel like I need to be I need to be sober at my job, or I feel like I need to be sober to fully engage in things.
Mm-hmm.
So like for you guys, like, how do you even just like find the time to just get high? Or I know you said like you get high during work, you know, but even like outside of work, you're just like, you know, especially UK, like you got kids, you're just like, do you just deal with them high as well, you know? Or
yeah, it's cool. I don't really mind dealing with my kids while I'm high. Like I've read other blogs and shit that say like they feel like smoking makes them a better parent. I wouldn't say all that. It gives me more patience. Like it'll give me a better sense of humor about shit that I would have been aggravated about if I was sober.
Bro, people don't get like high and beat their kids. People get drunk and beat their kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like fucking like all that's gonna happen if you're high. You might have like interesting conversations with your kids, maybe. Like you know what I mean? Like, but you're not gonna like. I don't know.
Like it'd be cool. Like I don't mind. Like I'll like I said, because Charlotte's not smoking right now, my smoke schedule has been a little bit different. Because usually one of us is always rolling a blunt. Like I'll twist up or she'll twist, and she'll like, babe, roll up. So I start twisting up or whatever, and then we'll smoke or whatever. But like as of right now, usually I'm just like waiting in between things. Like after dinner, when everybody goes upstairs, I go blow a blunt real quick. And now I'm not, since I'm smoking by myself, I'm only smoking like half a blunt at a time, if that. So it's just, I'll have it rolled up and then you can just go hit it. But with G and the dab, that shit's like instant. All you got to do is chip it, keep the dab for 2 seconds and hit it, and you're instantly high. And then the process is done. It's like less than 60 seconds.
Doesn't even stink or anything. I feel like I could probably hide it from my kids for a while. But I won't, I don't know. I don't feel like it's like, my view on it is like my parents drank beer around me and shit like that. Like, I don't know. I don't get what the big deal is. So I don't know if any ask me if I have kids, I'm like, low key, like I think I'm gonna be like a good parent on that, and I wouldn't be like that. I'm like, especially if it's legal, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I smoke weed. You can tell the other kids at school your dad smokes weed. I don't care. Like yes, I smoke weed. Like I don't like it's whatever. Like I don't think, like, if you get older and you want to do it or you don't like Scrappy, that's fine. Like I feel like it's like because I feel like what I was gonna say is the way you're framing the question, it's actually like, I don't mean this in rude. I don't. This doesn't sound rude, but like you don't get it. Like with weed, like it's not.
No, like because I don't like, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's like, to me, like, you know, it's like another, I guess, activity or habit that you do. You know, like how I play video games. Like I'm just like, oh, like I make time for it. You know, like I'm like, I got like an hour on me. Fuck it, I'll do it. You know, and even then, like as I get older, like I have less time to do that. You know.
Right. It took me a long time to get back into video gaming because it was hard to find the time. Even now, I probably only play games like once a week. It's hard to find the time to like sit down and like, because 45 minutes, 30 minutes ain't enough time. You can't do shit.
Yeah, you need like 3 hours to like game real quick.
Right, right. You know, your family be getting mad at you and shit like, oh, you been on the game all day. Like, nigga, I've only been on the game for 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you got shit to do with your kids. You got to cook. You got to go out and do chores and shit. So sitting down playing a video game, it takes more like effort and dedication. To smoke real quick, I can smoke while I'm playing the game. I could smoke on the way home.
Is like you just do it while you do shit, so it sucks less.
No.
Like I mean, there's times where you smoke weed like to do, and then you do nothing, but you're probably gonna do that anyways. Like watch TV. Like if I'm watching it, you know, I might as well be high while I watch it, make it funny as fuck. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, or at least you're high at my job, so at least I can like have like a higher plane of thought and be interested in instead of being like, holy fucking shit, I gotta keep doing this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
When I'm high, I'm actually probably way nicer to the. I think I'm probably like chiller. Like I'm just like nah. You know what I mean? Like
They're definitely sillier questions, which loosen them up a little bit more.
right. Yeah, because my whole thing on the call is I just try to get them to like me, so that way no matter what, like I'm not getting any, even like basically that's it. Like so that way they're not like so it's and that's pretty easy to do. Like they all come to you in similar states of mind, and you learn how to like manipulate them. You know what I mean? Like with the tools that you have. So it's
Yeah.
like I don't know. When I'm high, at least I can be interested and think about more things at once, and whatever. So.
Mhm.
Yo, so wait, EK, you haven't gotten into you last time I was talking about the GameStop, you were like, I don't even know. So you haven't seen anything about it?
I mean, but I wasn't like in on the fucking hedge fund shit, and then since it already happened, I'm not like getting in on it now because that's how you get fucking hosed out.
Me
So
and
I'm
Scrappy
like,
got in, and we didn't get it on GameStop. We got it on AMC and American Airlines.
Yeah.
okay, how's that working for you guys so far?
I'm in the negative. It went up today like 10%. I'm hoping it shoots up
but-
again like the stuff did before. I don't know. I'm gonna hold it. I'm pissed because I started like kind of investing in stocks, like nothing serious. Like every check, I take like $30 and I put it in the Cash App stock market, because you can buy stocks on there. And I was doing pretty good. In like 3 months, I had made like 17% of my money. I was investing mostly in Apple, Airbnb, and Tesla, and then I also had like Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, and I think that's it. And so I bought those two, and I put like $50 in on AMC and like $10 in on American Airlines. And Scrappy did the exact same thing, but he put his shit in at a better time than me. I put it in when it was higher, so that's why I haven't come up yet. He's positive right now, huh?
Yeah, I'm positive on AMC and Nokia too, because like
Oh yeah,
you
he
were
bought
talking about Nokia. Yeah, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna put $10 in there, and like, oh, that's positive right now.
Yeah, it's
Like
annoying me
50
because it
cents.
makes my stats look worse than the fucking thing now. I like looking at my high ass stats as like a game, and now it's
Yeah.
like 5% instead of 17 because I lost on those two. But I'm just gonna hold on to it. That's part of the
sure.
game sometimes. So they say just hold it while it's low. Don't be scared. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I finally
Like you
got
bought it because you thought it was
Dogecoin,
gonna
too.
go up.
Yeah.
You bought some
I finally got
Dogecoin.
Doge.
I thought the time
Yeah,
passed.
Dogecoin.
Do you think it's still a good time to buy?
I don't know, dude. Honestly, because like people are still gonna hold. Like people were talking about, like, yeah, we're still gonna hold for like another week.
So how much did you
I
put
say
in
just put, like,
Dogecoin?
I put in $10 too on that.
And where's it at right now?
It was now it's starting to go. It was in the positive this morning, but now it's starting to go to negatives a little bit.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, because like it was close to like $1 like over the weekend, and then like now it's back to like 50 cents.
A lot of people that sold it $1 probably made a shitload.
Yeah. So that's what's going on with the stocks. But either way, it's like, what do you guys think about the whole situation in general? Like, are people just going crazy? Like, let's kill the rich, or like you even think like the rich kind of deserve this kind of punishment? Like,
I don't
look
think-
at it, baby.
It's not a
Yeah.
punishment.
It's not a punishment. They're doing the same thing they do.
Right, I was gonna say
Yeah.
all they did was finesse the system, just like everybody else has been finessing the system this entire time.
Yeah, it's legal.
Uh-huh.
They didn't do anything like they don't fucking do. Oh, so what they're doing is since the other people are shorting those stocks, they're just saying, okay,
Yeah.
look who's heavily shorted, and if we all buy
Yeah.
on it, hedge funds do that shit. They go, oh, we're gonna buy this. That's why like insider trading is such a big deal. Remember they fucking got, what is that bitch that cooks shit's name? The white lady.
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart. Yeah, they got her for insider trading for doing that shit because she like said like
Damn.
she didn't even, I don't think she did anything. Like someone told her like, oh, this company's about to do this, so just sell all your stock, and she did. And I guess the act of even doing that was like insider trading.
They put her ass in real jail.
Yeah.
And they put her in jail, bro. What?
Yeah, they put her ass in real
What the fuck? Damn.
whole felony and shit.
Yeah,
Shit, I
Martha
thought-
Stewart. Yeah,
Damn, I thought she-
but I don't think, they're doing the same shit that everybody else is doing. So I actually think it's like it might end up being a bigger story than a lot of people realize.
Oh no, yeah, like I don't know if you saw like a tweet of like this actor already got casted to be like part of like the biography or the fuck to like to be the movie adaptation of the story. What the fuck's going on?
The Diamond Hands guy.
Yeah. I was like, bitch, like yeah, again, like it's only been 4 days. Like what the fuck? Like And again, it's like it's not that crazy to be making a movie out of this shit right now. You know, it's like we gotta wait a little bit more for this.
They were trying to manipulate the market too with the media after that shit. Because right after it, I started going to that Reddit and I got in there right before they closed it down because I heard it was all from that Wall Street Bets Reddit. And I subbed real quick and they let me in, but they've like stopped letting people into it because it got like overcrowded because everybody was coming in there and people were like, they started having like people coming in there pretending that they were like OGs on there and then saying shit that wasn't true. And like telling people to invest in certain shit. And then they started publishing all these articles that saying, oh, all the people on Reddit are moving to silver, and then made a bunch of like Reddit pages and like put that up. But then everybody looked at it like no one was supporting them. Like it was all fake. Like it wasn't people on the channel, and they were trying to like make it seem like they were trying because they were trying to get everybody to move into silver because that would like doom everything. So yeah, no, I think that they like I don't know. I anybody that says it's manipulation, I don't think it's any more manipulation than all these hedge funds and everything do.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So.
Like if, I mean, again, like it's free market. You know, anything
the
goes.
only difference is the players. The players are like regular retail investors. You know what I mean? Like regular people, not like people that like manage money for like manage dark money from fucking shit and do crazy shit. You know, it was just regular fucking people, and they're like, no, fuck that. We can't have regular people making a bunch of fucking money and us losing it.
Have you seen like the news and headlines of like what people have been saying? Like from CNN, like first it was like, oh, a bunch of greedy, people that are bored at home
on the forums. And shit.
And then I'm starting to see like people from the far right Trumpism is now doing manipulating stuff. Like, bro, like this ain't about Trump, dog. Like you know, like motherfuckers don't care about that shit. Like it's definitely not Trump people, or maybe it is, but still, it's like
I think it's just like, it's just regular people getting money. Yeah, like you know what I mean. Instead of the powers that be.
Right. They used to taking regular people's money, and now they just got that ass hosed.
Right, they're used to fucking doing like I don't know. Yeah, they got finessed. Like that's basically what it is. So I think it's awesome. And it's mostly young people and shit. People are posting what they did with the money. People paid off their loans and shit like that. That already made money on it. So,
right, they're paying off money that's probably going back to the people who they just finessed anyways.
Right,
the institutions that they. So these niggas are crying, but they're probably just getting the money right back anyways.
And it's good for people to be making money. Like what the fuck? Like what is the point of a civilization? Like I don't know, man. Here's my thing: is like, I think the problem. Oh, what's up? Borobot GM. Oh, you got some GameStop? Hey, how much do you got in GameStop? And are you up right now? Are you up on the GameStop? Fucking I think the problem that the left has in arguing this is like. We get like painted as like extremists when literally like Trumpers just stormed the Capitol. Like they're like, oh, they're really liberal. They're gonna come in and do all this. Like, and I think the argument needs to be like, no, actually, that's extreme. Like we're a fucking like civilization, culture trying to like survive and do good and like take care of our people, and they want to like have people not have health care and die because they're poor. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like that's extreme. Like we know that now. They used to like if a kid was born with like something wrong with them, like a cleft palate or a club foot or some shit, they would leave them in the forest and shit. We all agree now that that's like fucked up, right? Like everybody has like, okay, we have basic human decency, and people want to say, oh no, everybody just earns their way and everything's equal. So anybody that's bitching is whining, and like we have like. Children starving in the street and shit like that, and all the whatever issues. I would just argue that no, the other side is actually extreme. That's an extreme thing. Like it's not. It's almost It's inhumane.
Yeah. But no, I get what you mean though, because like, Boro B out here making the banks.
Oh wait, no. So you got 40 at 187.30. And 416. I don't. So wait, have you made money or lost money? I'm confused. By the way,
I'm a little bit confused too. I bought before Robinhood fucked it up.
Robinhooders, there's some bitches.
No, that is
their
some
stock.
bitch
I heard
shit.
Dove because of it.
Yep. I'd rather my taxes be spent on something worthwhile. And that's the thing, our taxes aren't going to be spent on something worthwhile. Like,
they use our taxes to fight fucking stupid wars that have been going on since I was a little kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, well, whatever. Like, so, yeah, I don't see how we can't do like what other major fucking place does, where they just have like, I don't know, a degree of civility and humanity.
I know. I mean, and that's why like I've been seeing more and more videos being like on my recommended feed on YouTube being like, hey, why are some other countries doing better, quote unquote, doing better than America? It was because, and they go in depth like, oh, like the reason why, like McDonald's, like workers in like I think New Zealand have like healthcare and shit like that, and it covers like a lot of things. And of course, like the
Bro,
medical system over there isn't fucked
in
up like over here.
Scandinavia, bro, they get like 4 months off of work a year.
Yeah,
Like everybody
Damn,
does.
that's most of.
Yeah, everybody's got like healthcare, free school. I think I don't know if they give them money, but they get like everybody gets like all this time off a year and all this shit, and everybody makes like a really high minimum amount, and it's pretty cheap to live there, and it's like nice as fuck. It's just cold all the time, but it's constantly one of the most emigrated to countries because of it.
Yeah. And
Shit.
yeah, but either way, it's like, you know, the regular people deserve this shit. Like we deserve a dub because like we're here dealing with this pandemic and like that this whole pandemic, bro. We've been seeing like rich people just like be like the most idiotic shit. Like from the because I remember like from the beginning of the pandemic, we saw like the celebrities like doing that
Me and
one
Scrappy
song.
are in Boro. Sorry, go ahead. He was asking if any of us are in on me and Scrappy got AMC and
Nokia and airlines.
Right.
Yeah. But oh no, but like I was saying before, like with the whole remember like that shit where it's like those celebrities were singing like that one song to like comfort us in the beginning of the pandemic, you know? Was like, nah, bitch, like we don't need that. Like we need money right now because you know we just lost our job and rent's coming up, you know, and we got bills and other shit going on.
Right, and we never got that. We just got a bunch of dumb shit.
Yeah, and then like we got a $600 stimulus check, and then you know once when they say like, hey, use it wisely. Then we use it on these stocks. Now they're like, no, not like that. Like, don't do that. You know, like,
right.
the fuck, bitch. Like, what do you want us to do then? You want us to stay
You were
broke?
saying to invest, and they're like, no, not really. Like, not like that.
Yeah.
Don't do what we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, don't do the right way. Go spend it on Gucci and fucking Nike and shit.
Right, exactly. And make the stocks go up. Cost,
So
like
it's
the
just
fucking
like-
headphones?
Uh-huh.
He's talking about Dogecoin, CCIV. And gonna get some GME. Okay.
Ooh, shit. About to buy a GME at 4 a.m.? Why at 4 a.m., my guy? What's going on at 4 a.m.? You think GME might pop? Bet.
Just fucking like a week ago, Adrian was asking on Facebook, should he buy Dogecoin? And I said, I was like, I don't actually think. I was like, look, if you buy, like, what he was like, what is Dog? He's like, oh, I got some questions. Like, what is Doge? Like, why is it like that? And I'm like, it's literally a meme. Like, they were just like, oh, they made Bitcoin. Yeah. You can just make cryptocurrencies. What if we made one with our favorite meme, Doge? And they made Dogecoin. And people bought it just because they were like, oh, I'm memeing right now. I just bought 50 cents of Dogecoin. You know what I mean? And that's really what it is. Now, is investing in a meme that's crypto the worst idea ever? Probably not, actually. I don't think so. Yeah. So just know that's what it is. You can't think of it like it's gold or some shit. Yeah. It's a meme. I mean,
like, we just saw like the power of a meme right now because like I think some people
if he would have bought it, he'd be up heavy. If he bought it a week ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
but I mean, you know, I'm just saying, like, bro, like anything could happen now. Like, we just saw the poor people throw over the rich, kind of right now. You know, we just saw like Dogecoin go up like crazy, and now people are getting rich off of that shit, low key. Like anything's possible. You know, good or bad.
That really illustrated that the power is with the people. If we could just ban, have some coordination for 2 fucking seconds.
Yeah,
real shit,
without a doubt.
Yeah, silver is a bullshit distraction. Yeah, no, that silver shit was fake. The news was lying about that shit. I was just telling him about that. This guy Matt G is plugged in.
Oh, shout out to Matt G.
Matt G. That G stands for guap.
Doge could tank in a second, but could rocket.
Yeah, see, I feel like it's already too late for Doge. I feel like it's completely artificial. It's just bumped up because everybody was like memeing and buying it, and saying it was gonna go up. Like if you had it, I would actually. If I had a bunch of Dogecoin that I bought like a while ago, now I just sell it right now. I would lock that in, because you never know how long it's gonna take for it to get back up to here.
For sure. Yeah, just saw.
Oh, it's Gully. What's up, Macula? I didn't know that was you.
Oh shit. What up, baby?
Yeah, I couldn't get GameStop on the fucking stupid Cash App, so I gave up on it. Never got in.
Yeah, that's whack.
You weren't able to buy GameStop either, or do you just think it's
No, I
over?
wasn't able to, yeah. No, I mean, no, I don't think anywhere because I was down like other stock apps too. Like I did try Robinhood, and of course, like that's when they
They don't
slowed it
have
down. Yeah, but I'm like whatever. Like there's still AMC. Like you still get off of catch up. So like at least we can get some money, and Nokia, and whatever airlines.
Right, American Airlines.
Yeah, but hey, but little. I mean, not financial tip, but like if you guys go to your if you guys have Cash App, you can like get the credit card, in which I have one. Like I've always had that shit on me, and they do this thing called like Boost,
Yeah.
and there's basically like little deals. Like hey, they even put like, hey, if you can get like 5% off your purchase at this restaurant, or even like, hey, here's $5 off from Cash App ourselves, And there's even one that says like from Bitcoin, like whatever purchase you make, 10% of your purchase goes to your Bitcoin.
Webull.
So I was like, oh,
Does Webull let you buy in like any fraction of a stock? He's saying Webull lets you do it at night. I might switch to it for the 4 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
guys, you were like, I put $10 in, and I'm like, are there stocks that low that $10 for Apple and Tesla? I was like,
Now Cash App lets you buy them in any denomination, so you can just put in however much. Because I was the three that I because I was actually doing this stuff like not trying to get money fast or anything, just like saying like, hey, I think it's smart because you always go like, oh, if I put $100 in Apple 5 years ago, you'd have this. So and those are the one Apple, Tesla, and Airbnb. Like I just think are just like for sure's. Like everybody should have something in that because they're just gonna be forever going up with the economy. And Cash App and Airbnb and Tesla have the potential to like explode.
So, yeah,
I'm gonna have to get Webull.
Yeah. Wait, Webull was also on the whole like limiting the stock shit but then they
I think every single one of them was.
Yeah.
But
then they're like, oh, we're not like Robin Hood. We're just gonna like actually let you guys have the power to do what you want.
Yeah,
because like that was fucking dumb though. Did you see his like interviews? How his explanations is like on?
I saw some little videos on Twitter and shit of him talking. He's a bitch.
Yeah, he is a bitch, bro. Like I was like, bro, shut the fuck up, especially with these billionaires on the news as well. Like it's a bullshit marketing scam. Now they're gonna fuck up the market. Like, bitch, what are we talking about? What do you mean we're gonna you too, motherfucker?
Yeah, no, because it's just fucking people having fucking fits because they're used to getting their way, and they whine like little kids and whatever. Like no one broke the law, deal with it. What would piss me off is if they try to do some shit to limit it or something like that.
I think I was talking to someone like before I hopped on the podcast. I was talking about Angel. I was like, yo, like it's funny because like the reason, because I had a discussion with someone and we were just like going off about like why people hate the rich. I was like, bro, like here's the thing, like we just don't like them because like one personally, like I said my reason, like bro, the reason why I kind of hate the rich because like like I'm dealing with all this shit right now. Like I'm dealing with medical bills and like even then I can't move out because of that shit. So like even then if I was moved out, like I would have to sell some stuff to deal with those medical bills or to like sacrifice, and that's what I have to do. With a rich person, they don't gotta deal with that shit, bro. They can just pay that off like nothing. Like it's just a dent. And he's like, well, that sounds like resentment.
Not only that, but they would already have a better insurance that would have just covered it in the first place, so not even have been in the situation to have to pay.
Bro, if they invest in something and it does, if I buy my house, and then my house is worth less than I paid for it in a few years, and like because of that, like I can't rent it or stay in it or whatever, and insurance can't cover it just because it went down in value. I just have to pay for that, and that's just seen as like, hey, I took a risk, I got in the market. You know what I mean? And that's that. But as soon as they start taking some losses, they want to rig the system and change the rules of the game. You know what I mean? Just because they've manipulated it to a way that they just never take an L. You know what I mean? It's like playing a game with a kid where you're like, oh, let's play superpowers. I've got force fields. I got lasers. And then the kid with the fucking laser shoots a force field and he goes, I shot you my laser. Well, I blocked up my force field. And it's like, my lasers go through anything. Like, you know what I mean? And, like they just, no matter what, I win. Like, and they can't handle it. So, they're on TV bitching and doing
that's the thing. Like these rich people are like mad out of touch with reality, or mad out of touch with people like us, like me and you. Like we have our jobs. We're just regular people, and it's like when I saw that celebrity shit, like I mentioned before, or even then,
hey, Boro, hey, if you get that money, just don't pretend like you don't know us. He
in
said
fact,
he did this
bro.
with 300 though. Hey, I hope you know, bro. Whether or not though, I hope you get that. I hope that shit goes up. I mean, also because I'm kind of involved in it too. Keep an eye on Amazon all year. They're 3K plus right now. Probably doing a stock split. Yeah, Amazon will go up. I've got Amazon. They're less exciting to me though, as I've held them longer. But I do think Amazon is like definitely something that everybody should hold. I think Microsoft is too. Microsoft and Facebook. Facebook, it depends on how things keep going with the government. But yo, real shit. I think long term, I bet money in our lifetime. I don't know anywhere that'll do like what are those called when you go to sports betting and you're like, I bet that Tom Brady will like drink green Gatorade. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they bet like random shit like that. Like
Side bets.
yeah, I can't remember what'd you call them?
Side bets.
Are they called side bets? Yeah, so those, yeah. And betting on I forgot what we were talking about. Never mind. I can't remember what I thought my bet would be.
Not I called you.
It's probably a company that mentioned that Matt Gully mentioned.
Let's see. Tesla did a stock split.
Right.
Just Bezos. Oh wait, yeah, I know what I was saying. I was saying that fucking. I think the government will buy Facebook. I'll bet on that. In our lifetime, that'll happen eventually. Mm-hmm. I think that's the end goal of it. Is Facebook.
Yeah, dude, like big tech ain't gonna go away, or like big tech ain't really gonna be like restricted.
It'd be like a public utility.
Almost. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying before, fuck all these rich people because like, you know, they're like so disconnected. It's like, you know, and it's like in that one episode from Cowboy Bebop where like that one really cool like fancy dude, like he's all badass shit, but he takes one hit, he's like, oh fuck, like no mom, you know. That's how rich people are, bro. That's how they are. They can't take one hit in real life and then just be like, oh fuck, like this is supposed to happen, bro. Like no, like where's the ref? And like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
That's why so many people committed suicide during the Great Depression. Like all those rich people were jumping out their buildings and shit. Yeah, they didn't know how to.
Yeah. People were jumping off like the Empire State Building and shit like that.
Yeah, it was wild.
I remember they did some shit in our class, where they like said like we did like a Great Depression stock experiment where like everybody got to buy these stocks. They were just like little pieces of paper, and then they'll be like, all right, everybody go trade your stocks, and then it's like, all right, it's next week, and they put them back up on the board. And I remember the only one of the company names that I recognized was DuPont. I'm like, they do shit in NASCAR, so they must still be around. Maybe they were the first car company or something. But they said you had to sell all your stocks every time. I was like, that's stupid. How come I can't just buy all DuPont and just hold that the whole time? And then just try to lose the least. And then another kid told on me for fucking doing that. But that was a cool thing in class that they had us do because they made you realize like how that shit went when it happened. I mean, my parents were hit by 2008. I'm worried about another shit happening, another like fucking big economic thing.
Yeah, my parents were hit by 2008 too. They got fucked in that situation.
Yeah, a lot of people got absolutely butt fucked. Like their whole like plan that they were like responsible and did just went to shit because people were doing dumb shit in the stock market, basically. Because they were selling the fucking loans. So it's like kind of related to the options market or securities. I don't know, man. I think we could have another one, so I'm worried about that shit. I got a house, like fucking. Sure. I want to sell that shit ASAP as soon as I can.
Just want a motorcycle, dog. Just want to be free and live happy on my motorcycle. But nah, and I'm trying to move out.
You know? I was gonna send you a video I saw. I didn't even watch it. It was just like, what was life like in feudal Japan, and just send it to you.
Fuck it, dude. I mean, bro, I really do be thinking about like moving the fuck out of this country like a lot more often now. I'm just like, dude, I just need to get.
I think about it sometimes. I was actually talking to Fan about that the other day, and I was like, if things ever did get fucked up, I feel like that's possible in our lifetimes now. Like, where would you want to go?
I used to think about it before I had a family. Now I don't think about it. I wouldn't. Nobody would want to leave this country and deal with another country.
I would
and then
like,
be complaining to me like, "This was your idea. You fucked up our life."
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could see it. I don't know. I feel like if it was like, I feel like shit could get. I don't know. I feel like shit could get bad possibly, and if it did, like to the point where it's like one of those mass immigration things. I don't know, man. That would be crazy. Actually, never mind. I don't want to think about it now. Now I'm thinking too deep. Now I'm like, no, there's too many people.
Mass exodus. That's what that's called. Not mass immigration. Mass exodus.
Yeah, mass exodus would be a better word. Fucking yeah, bro. That shit would be fucking nuts.
think we're past the 1 hour mark now, my guy.
We are past it. We just did.
Yes, sir.
So,
For sure.
hey, EK's page is where you can find those weird reviews that we were talking about earlier on in the video. How often are you uploading
Link
those?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said link the description to that weed review.
I know. I need a fucking. Can I do it from here? Yeah, go. But how often are you gonna be doing those?
Well, I'm gonna try to ramp it up. I've done one the other week, and then I barely edited it and posted it last week. I'm gonna try to ramp it up. I'm trying to get some special guest smokers to come with me because Charlotte's not smoking, so I'm gonna have some other people come and sample the weeds and shit with me. So I was asking people last week who was available and shit. So I'll probably do another one this week sometime.
Okay, I actually got the link too. Here's the link to the most recent one on EK's page. I'm gonna pin it.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna have to go because my kids need their ass whooped.
Hey, I understand that.
All right, bro.
Hey, well.
All right, y'all. Thanks for. I check out that weed review. I'm gonna be reviewing the weed. Scrap, when you want to smoke, let me know. We can
I'll let you know, dog.
check out the videos. You can pick what you want from there.
All right. Hey, dope. Good show. Hey, check out all the links in the chat in the description. One in the chat is to EK's page. Everybody have a good rest of your night.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy.
Hey, peace.
Peace out.
Peace.